A gentleman who sold more than 5 million party records. Ladies and gentlemen, Redd Foxx.
Thank you, sir. You in service, right? I can tell that laugh. That's a surface laugh. Listen, World War II, I was shot in the face. You'd laugh at a war wound? Didn't heal too good, did it? Sniper threw a hand grenade, tore my other face away, and a team of doctors grafted skin, grafted more skin, made me a new face. I don't know where they got the meat from, but every time I get tired, my jaws want to sit down. See you laughing behind your hand, sir. It's all right. Don't be sneaky like that, man. Listen. But listen, in 1871, I was laying there trying to get some FM on the stereo. Sound dirty don't mean nothing. By the way, FM was stolen from us, and they switched the initials. But if you figured it out, you might as well enjoy it. We're gonna sing something now, like sing along with Mitch. I'm not Mitch, but my father's name was Mitch, so you're singing along with the son of Mitch. On the downbeat, we'll all sing, row, row, row your boat gently downstream. Merrily, 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 life's but a dream. Please make it nice and soft and easy and blending, so if Ed Sullivan walked in, we might get on the show Sunday. Just the girls. Men. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but... You others. I don't fool around, buddy. War veteran, I told you I was a hero. Never forget when I captured all that stuff by myself. No, I mean... Were you overseas too, sir? Sure like the fellows fought side by side with me. 3 days we fought, hand-to-hand combat, karate, judo, rifle butts, tanks, flamethrowers, bazooka guns, 200 to 1. Toughest Japanese soldier we ever ran into. Ooh, that was mean little sucker, wasn't no taller than that. And if there's anything I hate, it's a goddamn midget. I understand hate, you must hate something. I see a midget, I get, oh, you... So you get mad with a midget, you can't even cut him, you got to stab him in the top of the head. Why'd you do that to me? And don't ever fight a midget unless you've done some midget fighting previously. Because if a midget bites you, you're in trouble. I mean, you're in serious trouble, because they ain't but this tall. And stop cussing in front of your kids, friends, because they come out in the street and call us those dirty names. I hate to cut a kid. I wasn't doing nothing. How are you? Someone's going to the chair. It was a queer, wait a minute, it was a queer going to the chair, and the warden said, "What's your last request?" He said, "Warden, let me blow the fuse." Good evening, friends, good evening, welcome. You're almost in time to miss me. My name is Fox. F-O-X-X, Fox. Anybody can make a mistake. Confucius was clever, if you break it down, and, you know, he really was. Confucius. He once said, "Impossible to rape woman. Woman run much faster with dress up than man with pants down." Because that was written before the zipper. Fellas enjoy that more than girls because they don't want the fellas to know that they would enjoy that. Did you ever stop to think if the Pilgrims had shot bobcats instead of turkeys that we'd be eating pussy on Thanksgiving? And they wouldn't have any tweezers? Pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, swinging slow. Bye-bye. I don't sing that other line. Where somebody waits for me. Sugar sweet and so is she. Bye-bye. Eagle, dove, parakeet, minor bird. No one here, love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all try to hand me. So baby, make my bed and lay down in it. I'll be home in about a minute. Groovy bird. Bye-bye, fuchsia bird. Chartreuse bird. Aquamarine bird. Baby, bye-bye. 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 Blackbird, blackbird, blackbird. My subjects will vary tonight. I talk about sex and but something else I want to talk about. We'll talk about sex first. There was a young couple in the park, in the dark, in the bushes, together, alone, in the park, in the bushes, by the lagoon, in the bushes together, and in love with each other in the bushes. And the fella spoke first. The fella said, baby, I sure wish I had a flashlight so I could see what I was doing. She said, I wish you had a flashlight too, because you've been eating grass 15 minutes. I want to mention the Cannibals because they're close to us, cousins. And cannibals have a lot of sense. People just put the cannibals down here lately after they ate those missionaries up. Those missionaries wasn't no fool. They knew those cannibals didn't like broccoli and green peas, and asparagus, and candied yam. They don't want none of that stuff. They like kneecap, elbow, armpit, skull. I gotta dig some skull myself. And cannibals have manners and don't let nobody tell you any different. See, cannibals have good table manners. It's impolite to talk with somebody in your mouth. Isn't it? There was a cannibal chief and a witch doctor eating a missionary. Witch doctor said, Chief, I'm having a ball. Chief said, well, you eating too fast. How many folks here from out of town? It's a beautiful mink, darling. My wife's been begging me for one. She said, Fox, what'll I have to do to get a mink? I said, you're gonna have to do like the minks do, only steadier. And with strangers. I was down there in Orange County. A guy walked up in the club where I was working and said, hey, boy, come here. I said, boy, hell, you must have caught me in swimming when it was cold. I ain't no damn boy. He looked at me and said, you know, I like colored people. I said, well, that's weird. Me too. He said, a colored mammy raised me. I said, and one raised me. He said, I nursed a colored mammy's breast. I said, well, you're lucky I didn't get to a white one until I was 22. Well, say, listen. What the hell difference it make what color the chick you with is when you go home and pull the light out? See, color disappears with the light out. When the light goes out, it becomes a question of who washed. See, like some guy wrote in a magazine, Negroes have odors. I wrote him a letter. I said, man, if you was hauling garbage and cleaning out sewers, and when you got off from work, the toilet was locked up, and you didn't have no key, you'd get on the bus funky too. It's plain and simple. And some other idiot wrote in the magazine, Negro girls have illegitimate babies. They do, but they have them. Bible did not say thou shalt not bastard, else some of us wouldn't have made it. Because we know who our mothers are, but remember Speedy Gonzales. Terrible rascal. I know history. In 1734, I think that was the room number. Well, you thought I was going to talk about something instead. Oh, man, hell with that. I'm worried about tomorrow. Let me tell you a couple of stories about kids. I have some kids of my own somewhere. A lot of times you can't stay with their mama. My first wife told me, she said, Fox, if you don't stop coming home with lipstick all over your shirts, I'm going to leave you. I told her like General MacArthur told his troops at Corregidor, bye. I want to mention my wife, too, because there was some rumors in the paper last week. I don't know if you read them. Some guy wrote in a magazine, which people always do. This guy wrote in a magazine, I married my wife because her uncle died and left her $25,000 cash. Now, that's a lie. I swear to you, friends, I would have married her. I don't care who left her the money. People ought to get things straight before they put it out so the public can read it. No, like people have put stuff in magazines and lied on Negroes. Some guy wrote in a magazine, all Negroes carry knives. Now that's a lie. My brother's been carrying an ice pick 28 years. No, you have to. The reason why I don't march, you probably all know. I'm just not strong enough to march. You got to be awful strong physically and have a reinforced cranium. I hate to say head, you know what I mean? Well, I guess we'll, no, really. Guy came by my house, wanted me to go down and he said, Fox, why don't you go down in Mississippi and see what you can do? I said, man, I said, hell, I can see from here what I can do in Mississippi. When the smog ain't over California, I can see Long Beach. I wouldn't fly over Mississippi in a jet. Be my luck for the plane to crash, and I'd be the only survivor and have to lay there and wait for the Negro ambulance. Can't bleed that long after a crash. I was in an almost crash, just an almost crash once, and had to get my suit cleaned. You know, that food fell all in my lap and everything, green peas and that chicken gravy. Plane was dropping 6,000 feet. I knew the plane was in trouble when box lunches came up in the first class section. Then the stewardess slid down the aisle. Turned the wrong way. I said, God. And then it happened. I knew that was it. I said 44 Hail Marys and some stuff I made up. The plane leveled off. Stewardess stood back up and the pilot turned on the intercom and said, this is your captain, see what I did? I said, this is your passenger, come back here and see what I did. I met old chick a couple of nights ago in the bar. She said, I said, hey, baby. That's my approach. I said, hey, baby, what time you have to be home? She said, how much money you got? I said, about $1,746. She said, Christmas. Hell, for $1,740, you kidding? Listen, folks, you can laugh because, see, people won't be able to see you on the record. Yeah. I'm going to do a sentence now, and each time I do this sentence, I'm going to leave a word off and watch the story unfold. The sentence is, oh, George, let's not park here. Oh, George, let's not park here. Oh, George, let's not park. Oh, George, Let's not. Oh, George. Let's. Oh, George. Oh! I met my wife as I was driving. I don't know why I married the woman, because she has difficulty in the kitchen. Can't cook nothing. Nothing. Christmas, she cooked a 14-pound eagle. Don't ask me where she got it. I don't know. I said, baby, the bird, what you stuff it with? She said, I didn't have to. It wasn't hollow. Have you ever tasted eagle chitlins? I remember when I first got married. No, the first night of our marriage, she called her mother and said, Mother, I want you to come over tonight because Redd's going to shoot some crap and I don't know how to cook them. Let me see here what I want to say. These are questions. Definitions. You want to know the definition of a lousy bastard? A lousy bastard is a guy who sits and scratches while his parents are getting married. It'll take you a while with that, but you'll work with it. I just threw that in for shock value. Now, I want to keep you alert and alive here because some of you are drifting on me. Let's see. Question and a toast. How does a French girl hold her liquor? By the ears. Another toast. Another drink. How do you keep an elephant from stampeding? Cut off his stampeder. What do you call a sissy in the deep south? A homosexual. You seen that sign out in front of big building that says, join the Navy and see the world? Here's a guy walked up, he saw that sign, he said, it's a good idea, I ain't doing nothing, I ain't had a job in a year. I said, I'll join the Navy. So he joined the Navy, and in January, our friend, this sailor, he shot a polar bear. In February, he danced with a hula girl. In March, the doctor told the sailor he should have danced with the polar bear and shot the hula girl. Here's a guy in a motel one night. He was just laying there with the music soft. And he could hear this rumpus next door, so he eased into the wall a little closer. And he heard the fella in the next room saying, what's the matter? Did I hurt you, baby? She said, no, why? He said, you moved. Another toast. What's 6 inches long and has 2 nuts? An almond joy. What's the difference between a rich girl and a poor girl? A rich girl has a canopy over her bed, and a poor girl has a canopy under her bed. I was speaking about birds, Mother, a minute ago, and I noticed you noticed. I want to say this. You expecting a couple of them, maybe? No, just one? No kidding. Well, a lady had triplets a couple of days ago, and she named them Tim, Tom, and Tat. And at feeding time, there was no tit for tat. And I want to say this because it's the first time it's ever been said publicly, Lincoln was wrong. Lincoln was wrong. Sex proves that all men are not created equal. You're not leaving, are you, pal? Okay, then. You got to go, you got to go. I can't mention the men's room. My agent said, no, don't talk about the men's room. But I think that's stupid not to talk about the men's room. Hell, Cap Calloway and Duke Ellington been in the men's room. Paul White man been to the men's room. Sure. You meet interesting people in the men's room. It's hard to stand shoulder to shoulder with a guy and don't speak. And that poetry on the wall. Some of you here write it. How about you, sir? Just one time, have you ever written? Have you ever read? Here I sit, broken-hearted. I'll forget the rest of it. Another toast. What's a nymphomaniac? A nymphomaniac is a chick that'll make love when she just come back from the hairdresser. I saw a guy last night in his club. I was just standing there having a little ginger ale. And he had a black eye. I said, how you get that black eye? He said, well, I was kissing my old lady good night and the garter belt broke. That's good enough for me, then. I want to mention smart children because some of you might have some kids of your own. Might be a few stepfathers here. I was a stepfather once. My fifth wife. She had 6 kids. But I loved her. After the marriage, she changed. Don't you touch my kids when they wrong. Don't you touch them. I say, you mean them 6 that just got up from the table destroying them groceries? Them six is fixing to cover up in a blanket my mother gave me in 1947. Don't touch them. I said, well. Now all y'all go back to Tennessee. Good evening. Chinese? Ni hao ma. I speak all that. Are you kidding me? I was in Mexico 3 months. I was doing 90 days. You figure it out. But you know, the world has gone electric. Have you noticed that? Electric dryers, electric stoves, electric kitchens, electric can openers, electric, everything electric. Boy, pretty soon everything will be electric. Can you imagine sitting there on a big, fine, soft chair trying to pass some electric? Have a little poem. It's not a poem, really. It's a saying, a true saying. If you can see the handwriting on the wall, you're in the toilet. That'll keep me off TV. Some good poetry in the world. What happened to Hemingway and Tennessee Williams? Those fellows that wrote poetry. When I was a kid in school, they were teaching us filth. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. Hey, you break your neck trying to blow your horn. Well, 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 my pussy fell in the well. My brother was 15 when he got drowned looking for it. I'm one of triplets, 3 boys born 45 minutes apart. My dad came to the hospital, came upstairs in the maternity ward, looked in the window and saw his 3 boys laying there. He looked at my mother. He said, Mary, you pick out the one you want because I'm going to drown them other 2. That's how I learned how to swim. I didn't mind the swim was getting out that bag full of cats. Expecting mothers look so good today. When I was a youngster, they looked terrible. They wore those dresses that button up the front, and every month they'd leave a button open. And pretty soon there it was. You. But today, young expectant mothers have shops to go in and buy their maternity frocks. Fellow in New York tonight's a millionaire because he designed the first frock for an expectant mother. And they sell more of these frocks in New York City than any other city in the United States. The fellows that sell these frocks to expectant mothers are called mother frockers. And like I said, there are more mother frockers in New York than any other city in the Union. But next month, they're opening up a champagne plant here in Las Vegas because concentrated here in Las Vegas, a particular type of worker that they need in the making of a great champagne product. You need champagne, a bottle, a cork, and a label. And out of these 4 items, the cork is the most important, because the cork holds the champagne in the bottle, and that's where your money is. And you know how hard it is to get that cork out of the bottle. You have to squeeze that cork and pull it and twist and bend it, and pretty soon that cork will pop. And when it pops, that cork swells so big you can't get it back in the bottle. That cork swells because it's been soaked in a special solution to make it swell. And the fellows that soak this cork are called cork soakers. And the reason why they open up here in Las Vegas, because there are more cork soakers coming here to Las Vegas than anywhere else on earth. And next month, the motherfuckers of New York are coming out here to hold their first convention. They're going to combine forces with the cork soakers of Las Vegas. Now, friends, you want to have some fun, get your tickets early. Tickets only 69 cents. Get your ticket and come on out with us, and I'll bet you never see that many drunken motherfuckers or cork soakers in your whole entire life. I'll see you here June 8th. Thank you very much. Until next time we meet, I leave you with this thought. I only meant to bring some happiness into your life, my way, the only way I knew, the jokes I knew, the type of stuff I've been doing my entire life before I even met you, because it's a lot of color joints. It's a lot of color joints. But it has been a pleasure, and I hope no one here has really been offended. If you're up this time of morning, you shouldn't be that type of person that will be offended by what I've said. If you are, up your daytime crop. That's right, and blow it out your... That's what I mean, dear. Nice integrated couple, look like my parents. To hell with people. Live your life. Anybody bugs you, you let me know. We get a crowd and march around their goddamn drinks. Say it was a guy fooling around with his chick. He was trying to get his hand under her dress. She said, "Steve, stop." She said, "Stop that. My mother told me never let a fella go put his hand up under my dress." She said, "But listen, if you put your hand down my back, it'll be the second place you come to." I thought you'd enjoy that. You just sit up there and try to look all pure. Some of you are going to enjoy me in your stomachs. No, it's true. Really, you will. And then you'll enjoy me on the car, on the freeway. And I hope you run into something. Why are you going to leave here and enjoy me? Enjoy me here so the owner will rebook me. Notice I said owner and not boss. See, Negroes have had whites fooled for years with that boss bit. Say, "Well, good night, boss." "Yes, sir, boss." See, boss spelled backwards is double S-O-B, and that's 2 of them. Well, if you got a Negro working for you calling you boss, you haven't quitted him. Every year, 50 or 60 Negroes pass for white, and you can't tell them apart because they don't smile, so you can't see their gums. So if you got a white friend that talks like this, "How you feel, Bill? I haven't seen you in a long time, pal." You open that sucker's mouth up, he might be one of us. That'll worry you. I don't care what color you are, when you go home and pull the light out, it becomes a question of who washed. Thank you very much. I went to the hospital yesterday, did a show. Saw some girls I haven't seen in 9 months. Just be surprised. No, just coincidence. Pardon me. A little frog in my throat. First piece of meat I had in there all week. I should have been in the movies before now, but there's so much prejudice out there. Honestly, they offered me a role in a sex film. Want me to play the part of a 69-year-old lesbian with a hernia. I just want an acting part, where you can really put your teeth into something. So listen. All right, Evelyn. Don't make me take my rod out. You know what I mean? One of them kind of roles. No, it's one of them gangster roles, you know what I mean? Hell, they had Negro gangsters. It's just a bunch of prejudice, and they don't call us gangsters. See, we hoodlums, even though you do the same thing, you can never get the rating of a gangster. All you hear about is Frank Nitti, Alphonse Capone. What about Sam Johnson and Razor Willie? Two bad mother swingers. Willie came home late one night, caught his old lady wrong. He didn't exactly catch her wrong, but he thought he caught her wrong. And he went to his dresser drawer and took out his straight razor and an old belt that he used to use to strap his razor. And his old lady walked over and said, Willie, what you fixing to do? He said, see them blue suede shoes under the bed? If ain't nobody in them, I'm gonna shave. See, it's just like, to explain this, I must say this. No, some people hate black. Really. They don't like black shoes. I don't care how much you hate black. When you die, you have 6 feet of it on your chest. 'Cause ain't no white dirt. There was a family in Kentucky. They were having dinner, and a young kid reached across the table after a hot biscuit. His father looked at his mother and said, Mom, how old is that boy now? She said, well, Paul, he must be around 19 or 20. He said, well, we got to get that boy some pants. You see what he just drove through them mashed potatoes? So, when you